Hey, what's up, everybody? Excuse me. Pat here, grateful recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day, right? Yeah, we're gonna touch on a couple things today, right? One being attitude, all right? Because you know what, a couple people have mentioned lately that they appreciate my positive attitude, and I tell you what, that's probably 80% of why things are starting to go so well for me, right? Again, I've done the work. I'm healing the things that are wounded me, right? We talked about that in other videos, and I have to spend a lot of time getting into that. And I still am. I mean, it's still early on. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty excited. Tomorrow will mark 30 days of continuous sobriety. The first milestone in my next journey. I was like 3.5 weeks in when I had that one slip up, so I had to reset, and now I've got as of midnight tonight, I've got 30 days of continuous sobriety. So that's great, right? I'm super proud about that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to a meeting tomorrow and get my 30-day chip. As it's important to mark your progress, and it's also important to celebrate your accomplishments, right? Not tooting my horn or anything like that, but I mean it's a big deal, right? And I've had 30 days many times, but this is the one that matters. This is when I'm really, really changing, not just putting down the drugs, but changing my life, right? And again, that comes with getting introspective and finding out what it is about me that was broken and needed forgiving and needed healing, and I'm doing all of that. And today was another big day. I talked about this, I think, on Friday. I had my dental appointment at Boston University Dental School, right? And it was a 3 hour appointment, so I kind of thought that maybe they were gonna actually like start doing physical work, getting stuff done, because I'm getting some implants put in, and I was really excited for that, right? And I got there and changed the course. Where it was today was really just about exams, assessing where I'm at, what I need, coming up with a treatment plan, and then moving forward from here. So I didn't end up being there 3 hours, which was nice, but my point of this is I'm looking at everything from the positive aspect, and instead of getting upset and like, oh, really, I wanted to walk out. I wasn't going to walk out with a full set of new teeth today, obviously, right? But, and again, what I'm focusing on, and this is true. It's not, I don't even have to. Like literally, this is how I've learned to look at life. I realized that with the bad experience I had last time I had my teeth done, they literally didn't work because I still had broken teeth in my mouth that they had taken out. This school was incredible, and anybody that is in the Massachusetts area and have teeth issues like I do, excuse me, guys. I highly recommend the what is it, the Goldman School of Dental at Boston University. These people are fantastic. They spent like an hour and a half checking everything. So now you know what, I understand that I'm actually going to walk out of there with teeth that I'm going to be proud of, and I'm going to be able to smile, and I'm going to be able to show my not have embarrassment. Like I'm really, really excited for this. And they got me an appointment going back on the 21st, and we're going to start making progress. So before long, I'm going to be in good shape, right? But again, instead of looking at the negative, oh, well, I thought 3 hours, maybe I thought we were going to start putting implants in. No. Instead, I'm looking at all the bonuses that, like, everything in my mouth is fully healed. My gums, my bone structure, everything is perfect. So it's going to work out perfectly. I can accept the implants. They're not going to reject. They're not going to crumble. They're not going to, come out. And, that was a concern because I had a lot of issues with my teeth, and I didn't know if it went into my gums or into my jawbone or my lower skull or whatever else, right? So that was fantastic news, and I'm really really happy with it. Right now, I still have a fight ahead of me, and because again, guys, and I'm only mentioning this stuff because you got to understand there's always going to be challenges. My insurance may cover it, and I'm pretty sure when I work with them, they're going to cover it. But otherwise, it's going to cost me like the better part of $4,000, right? And I'm like, you know what? And I'm like, how? No, I can figure it out. All right, I figure everything else out. If I was on the streets and that was my drugs I needed for the month, I'd sure as hell figure out a way to do that. And as a matter of fact, I literally was spending $4,000 a month on drugs. So, no problem. If that's what I got to do, I will figure out a way to do it, right? And I already know how I'm gonna do it if I need to. But I'm hoping I'm gonna work with the insurance and trying to get them to cover it because, I literally had it said, teeth made that didn't work. So anyway, that being that, my point is your state of emotion determines your reality. All right, and that's very important, guys, because all of you people, yeah, and so many people, I see this constantly, and I used to be a victim of it myself, and this is why I want to bring this up. Literally, you cannot change the external circumstances that happen around you, okay? All you can do is change how you react to them. And how you react to them is based on your state of consciousness or your state of emotion, where you're at. Whether you think life is working against you or whether life is working for you. And the only difference in those two situations is how you look at things. And when you look at them properly, you start making the right changes and you start seeing that things happen. There's a bigger picture to everything, guys, okay? Had I seen that before, I would have realized, this is, yeah, anyway, it's a really big deal, guys. It really is. If you can do that, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. But again, it starts with putting down the drugs if you're a drug addict, or alcoholic if you're an alcoholic, alcohol if you're an alcoholic, excuse me. And if not, and if you're just looking at somebody that's they're not having a good time and a lot of shitty things happen in your life, then stop and fucking just quit trying to come straight at it like I was talking about yesterday. Because what you put your energy into is what you're gonna receive. That's like just simple laws of nature. Honestly, right? Nothing new age crazy about it. And again, gratitude, having higher power. These are things that started the process for me. Okay, I had to get help because first of all, I was horribly hooked on fucking physically addicting drugs, and that's a hard thing to overcome. And that's why I'm bringing up I'm 30 days today now as of midnight tonight, because that's a huge milestone. It is, and I'm thrilled. I'm super thrilled. And now, expanding upon that, I'm looking at just what I've managed to do in this 30 days. Unbelievable. I've literally become a new person in 30 days from, looking at what is going on in my life and making the really hard decisions, guys. Some of these decisions I'm making don't come lightly. Like there's serious repercussions to them, and there's people trying to drag me back. I had my old boss hunting me down today, and when I finally got back in touch with him, because I wasn't going to call him back, I'm like, come on, dude, I just did everything I had to do for you. I'm trying to move on here, and I got a lot going on. I got classes, I got dentists, therapists, you know what I mean? I got a lot of shit going. I don't have time for the nonsense. And allegedly he's looking for some tool he couldn't locate. We had the same conversation last week, but regardless. It's him trying to get me locked in. And immediately when I'm talking to him, like, I'm coming out of school, I could run to the dentist. Well, with everything going on, how are you going to live to survive? And I look around him, I'm on the phone, and I told him, I said, you know what? I don't know. I don't need to know that right now, okay? Because I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm trusting in God is going to keep opening doors for me, and I'm going to figure out one day at a time. I'm literally going one day at a time. And I'm not concerned. I'm not going to start telling him I got work here, this, off, that. It's not trying to. But what it is he wants to, hey, I got this. No, man. It's, as you make decisions, life is going to test you, okay? So understand that. As you try to make improvements, every time you lay something down and walk away, as you're going in the next door, life is going to throw that one bone back at you to make sure, hey, are you serious about this, or do you want to go back to where you were, okay? Because you're always going to hit that, and that's going to happen. And it's happened to me, daily, weekly, whatever. And that's perfectly fine, because I no longer look at it like, oh my God, this is just trying to drag. No, it's an opportunity to show yourself how far you've come and just what you've overcome and what you will accept and what you won't accept. And that is literally, guys, that is so important. I'm not saying this to blow myself up or not. And this is hugely important. These are the things that literally change your outcome, change your situation, change your life. Like, it's literally that important. And so many people I talk to, I've had the same conversation with so many people over and over for years because they just won't grasp it. One of them, somebody that's, somebody that I care about very deeply, somebody I just, very, very close with, very good friend. And this, this person just chooses to always go nag, well, it's because of this or it's because of that. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's because you choose to look at it that way. You choose to accept those behaviors from other people. If you stand your ground, they have no choice but to come at you differently, or you cut them out until they come back at you differently. And if they truly matter to you, it'll happen. But if you don't make a change, then nothing's going to change. You can't wait for somebody to come in and save you all the time, okay? Yes, there are times you need help, but you've got to reach out and ask for it. And 9 times out of 10, when you do, somebody's going to be there. Like I tell you all the time. My email's listed here now. You leave a comment, send me an email. And I will direct you. If I can't do something for you directly, I will direct you to somebody that can, or at least a resource. But you've got to be willing to meet somebody halfway. When you beg God, as a matter of fact, I was looking at a comment on somebody else's channel that I follow, right? And it's a spiritual channel. Because that's what I'm into, guys. I'm learning. I'm literally dedicating a good chunk of my day to learning because I need to learn. I'm trying to build a whole new life, and you can't do that without learning something new. I mean, come on, right? Common sense. But you see these people going, "Oh, I've been praying for 2 years and nothing's changed." Well, what else have you done other than saying a prayer? Yes, prayer is huge, and prayer is everything. Okay, it puts you in communication. But if you don't, when you start praying, start getting grateful. Start looking to notice what you have good and what you need to change. You've got to meet God halfway. You've got to take action on your own behalf. Okay, and again, I'm kind of doing these things in a linear form. So maybe if you're struggling, start at the beginning and work your way to this. And I'm trying to do a progression of these things so that it's almost like a guideline to help somebody get from just getting off the drugs to learning how to manage and live a life. And guys, I'm learning these things myself and sharing with you the knowledge that I'm learning. So I'm not throwing anything out there that I haven't experienced firsthand. If somebody tells me something and I don't know it for a fact, I'm not going to put it out on immortalized on YouTube here. Or, not that I think that highly of myself, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to put it on video if I don't know for a fact it's true and it works. Okay. So this is what I'm telling you guys. You got to take inspired action. And the more effort you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. That is just common sense. It really is, okay? And, I keep talking about, I really feel that the totality of my testimony, my story, is going to make a difference in this and show you guys literally, those of you that don't know me personally, so I've started journaling, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. My brother and I were talking. I think I'm going to do it in a video series, just so that it's not a 2 hour long fucking poor me fest. And again, when I put it out there, I understand something. I'm sharing my experience so somebody else that's been through something similar can understand you can come back from that. By no means is anything I put on here a poor me. I'm not looking for any sympathy because I love my life. I'm grateful for every moment I lived, every shitty experience that I've been through because I've gotten something out of every bit of that, and I'm actually applying that now, and that makes it incredibly powerful. There is literally nothing life can throw at me right now that I can't handle, and I don't know for a fact I can handle it because I've been through so much shit. I'm looking at some of the stuff that I'm journaling on, and I'm like, man, this stuff in here that would break most people one experience, and I've got 7 pages so far, and I think that's got me like 25 years old. Like, I've been to hell and back 1,000 fucking times. I can walk through hell with my eyes closed at this point, guys. So believe me, if you're out there and you don't think, and I know there's a lot of you out there that's been probably worse than I have, and I feel for you, and I get it. And yes, you need to heal, but by no means does that mean you can't get to where anybody else on this fucking planet is. All right? There's nothing you can't do if you apply yourself, take the proper actions, have the proper emotional state for it, and go at it and tackle it. All right, guys? That is the point of these things. Remember, guys, God loves you. I love you. If nobody's told you that today, well, now I have, because everybody should hear that at least once a day, And it sucks because I didn't hear it for years. And even half the time, the people that told me were full of shit. They just wanted something from me. I want nothing from you other than to better yourself, okay? And I do love you. We're all family here. We all bleed red, right? That's literally the end of the day. I don't care what color you are, where you're from, what your background is, what your sexual identity is. I don't care. We're brothers and sisters. We need to start treating each other as such. Understanding there's no enemy here other than somebody that's oppressing you, all right? But other than that, and even then, they just need to learn, all right? So listen, guys, ladies, gentlemen, I love you. God loves you. Please be safe. Please get the help you need. Reach out to me if there's anything I can do. I'm more than happy. That is why I'm here. I'm not here for lip service. I'm here to help. We'll see you in tomorrow's video, okay? Thank you, guys. Be safe. Be blessed.